Hello once again, audience! Okay. Yeah, for this run-through, I'm going to be playing Pheonix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Now, I am not so sure how many Pheonix Wright games there are. So far, this is the only two I know, which is the first one, which I have for the DS, and this one, which I am now about to play for the emulator. I've actually tried to look for this game, but I couldn't find it on my DS, and plus, even then, if I found it for my DS, I wouldn't be able to stream it, or record it anyway. So, yeah, this will be a new experience for me. I mean, I've seen a couple of videos about this, and I know, like, the first case has, Mia Fey as the protagonist, and, like, apparently Pheonix Wright is the defense. But that's really all about I know. Oh yeah, tell me about the girl being bad. I don't know. So yeah, how we shall play this together. Yeah. I honestly kind of want to stream this, but I don't know if Hypercam can actually handle streaming anything. I have XSplit Broadcaster for Twitch TV, but my laptop can't handle it. And when I stream anything, it lags to hell. I mean, it honestly just lags to hell. It's not smooth at all. It just really sucks. So, I mean, once I go ahead and get the money, or whenever we get enough money to get myself an actual PC, a recent PC, because, I mean, the last PC I had was like a 1990s gateway computer, and it was a dinosaur. It broke out like 3 years ago, and I've been using the laptop ever since. And this laptop's not really meant for gaming, considering that it only has about 180 gigabytes of space. It's not a lot of space compared to a lot of other computers now. And this laptop's like about 3-4 years old itself, so yeah, and just need new equipment. And then there's also the whole, like, me with my artistic occupation and needing of a graphics tablet, so there's also that on the market, or that on my list that I need to get as well. There's just a lot of things I need to get. Okay, now that speech is out of the way, let's just get to the game. Turnabout memories. And it'll be cool now since, like, you don't have that middle section of the DS screen, like, in the way. You can see, like, all the graphics in the way they're supposed to be. That'll make this a bit more, cool.
How did I get into this mess? I'm lying on the floor because I'm tired. Why? Why am I tired? Why did I do that? Smash! Hello there, good sir. I have an umbrella. Well, I have a scarf. Let's go. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Ellipsis, ellipsis. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! Smash! Oh, apparently I have the right impression because Pheonix is wearing a pink sweater. But he's not a scarf. It wasn't me! I didn't! My face is so cool! I didn't do it!
God, his scarf looks so much bigger there for a second there.
5 years later. Earlier, I mean, Mia Fey. Second trial.
Wait, 5 years earlier? What? If this is the case, what? If this is the case I'm taking, how is it 5 years earlier? Whatever. Okay, I don't know what impersonation to do for Mia. Whoa, it's finally time. Kinda nervous.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning! Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know? Me and my red sweater and yellow tie and all. What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I am relaxed. And I have 2 exclamation points to prove it. Let go of my labels.
What the fuck are labels? I'm guessing that's the little collar thingies.
You should obviously mess up my lines. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm sorry. Wait, it's just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. You can't talk with shit today, isn't that right? This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it?
Well,
Never fear, my dear. I am Marvin Grassberg. I'm at your service. That sounds wrong.
actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you certainly said, and quite forcefully too.
I just found out yesterday about the case,
What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that, you see, of course I have. I think.
Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
Cough. Sniffle. Good morning there, everybody.
Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia.
I just want to say I'll give it all I got. I've got.
What? What the fuck am I doing? God, I can't fucking read worth shit. Oh my god.
Yep, it'll be fine. No problem. Cough, cough, a chew, chew. Chew, chew, chew. I'm a train.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye?
Yes, I am bred on rye. Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. We're the Wright brothers and there can't be no other. We just want to cause trouble. Are you looking for your lover? Yes.
Those guys.
And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says.
Right, Mr. Wright, you have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you.
Please let go of my shirt, Cuff.
That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago, when I first started narrating my situations. But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. My God, sounds horrible. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'll win. For my client and for myself. Yay!
April 11th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Pheonix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Okay, what should I do for this guy?
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing right there next to you? Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Kissy face. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne. Oh, wait. I have an idea. I'll pretend he's Max Payne. Your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It'll all be over soon. Just like my American dream of a home. My daughter and my wife. Dead.
What was that all about? Is he really trying to bring in a reference from Max Payne into a freaking game about lawsuits and shit? What the hell? Was he trying to trash talk me?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University.
Ivy University, huh? It's gotta be irritating. I am funny. No, I'm not. Okay.
The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow.
Okay, now the one thing I've noticed when I'm playing Pheonix Wright games is that there's always a pun in people's names. Can someone tell me what the pun of Doug Swallow is? It means, like, I don't understand the reference to that. I mean, like, one character in Pheonix Wright, the first game, was Lotta Hart, and Will Powers, and all that. So, I mean, there's always, like, wordplay going on there. I don't see the wordplay in Doug Swallow. Whatever.
He was a 4th-year student studying pharmacology.
It sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Because we're just convenient like that. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. Then they called the police.
That certainly makes the defense look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime photo
1 added to the court's record. Okay, and you know what? Fuck it. I'm just not gonna do a robot voice.
By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Hehehe. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense will have to take this question.
Also, I never quite noticed, but did Mr. Payne always have that hair? Last time I remember, like, that fluff full of hair in front of his face wasn't there. That is weird. Well, this was earlier. Okay.
As a simple question, I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will.
A what? Stand up to me and show him what you're made of.
Wait, how'd I do him again?
Perfect opportunity. Well, what is it? The cause, go on.
I don't fucking remember.
Please say you know at least this much.
I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Ugh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here, the details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
The court record. I think I can see that by touching the court record button, because apparently these buttons are actual reality for these characters.
All of the weapons we'll need can be found in the court record. I really hope there's a shotgun as one of those weapons.
Court record. Doug's autopsy report. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Okie dokie then. I mean, yeah, that's already pretty obvious. No, that was a weak burp.
Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir, I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let the prosecutor get the better of me. A court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just touched the court record button here. No.
Wow, what the fuck was it?
Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
What the fuck is that? Asphyxiation? Hypothermia. No, electrocution.
According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood? God, I act like I've never been in a fucking murder case before. What do you mean?
Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this when I'm tuffling my hair.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you.
Wait, that's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift.
No, I don't catch your drift there. I don't. Sorry.
They don't.
Oh. I'm getting confused.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? At this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence?
Ah, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need, then shove it into old Graybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Graybeard's face. Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady.
Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence, so be sure to go all over it.
Sure to go over it all. Now, the one thing that's different from the last game to this one is that they actually have to teach you about profiles. Because before, you just had to look at the evidence, and profiles were there just in case you wanted to look at them. But now they actually say you need to look at profiles, so apparently there's something later in the game.
Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of bad blood between Pheonix Wright and the victim? Pheonix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim Doug Swallow until 8 months ago.
That dude looks like fucking, I can't remember his name, but he looks like the cousin of Chris Thorndike from Sonic X. Like that racer guy that Sonic first met back in the first episode. The one who was always in them trying to race him in his car or whatever. He had all Phoenix, Nick Fury. No. I haven't seen what the fuck? His hair looks so weird. It looks like a fucking monkey. Yeah, I've never actually seen Avengers yet. I want to see it real badly though.
Take that!
For the reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Pheonix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow.
Mr. Swallow.
Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge singing like he wants.
Very well, Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Pheonix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. The court calls Mr. Pheonix Wright to the witness stand.
Now, how'd I do him? I'll just... fuck it. I'll do him as me. I don't give a fuck.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Yeah. My name is Pheonix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh, okay, fuck that. I'm just gonna say achoo, achoo, achoo. Because I honestly don't feel like having to impersonate actual sick sounds. I was a university student.
Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug Swallow.
But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you, I was achoo, 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 cough, cough. Okay, wow, I can't finish.
Will the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
Hey, that's why I have the mask on, buddy.
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. Witness testimony, the victim and I. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Wait, he never met the guy, yet he knew he was a British wannabe?
I see. So you hardly knew the victim?
Right, like I said, I'm not a killer.
Well, it looks like the judge understands.
You're being...
You're being naive, you know, too naive.
Huh?
Heh 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 heh. It seems you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be?
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination?
He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out that cross-examination. The purpose is to determine a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie? A contradiction?
Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
The victim and I. I admit, I was there. But okay, you know what? I can just skip through this right now. I already knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that slick a British wannabe. Press.
Mr. Wright, you stated in the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. Why would I even...
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe?
Achoo!
Well, Mr. Wright?
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yeah, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point?
Let's try.
1 year ago, I was in the curtain just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof. Definitive proof.
Okay, Mia, one more time, from the very beginning of his testimony.
Okay, I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I already knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Now, there's nothing else I can go on that, not that I know of. Yeah. Union Jack on a shirt. If he's always walking around, then... Picture maybe we'll have it. Let's check it out. I don't see a Union Jack. That's gotta be the contradiction there.
Objection!
Are you certain?
What the fuck is going on with me?
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing written on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath the jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me.
Please forgive me.
Mia, you've made your client cry.
Madam, that P on his chest doesn't stand for Pheonix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
Heh heh heh. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh, did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Yeah, that's right. It kills cold good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like to have you take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
Okay, so they had another picture entirely that they did not fucking show yet.
What's this? In the victim's hands. It's Cold Killer X.
Objection! Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
What the fuck was that?
His voice was shriller than Mia's. What the fuck?
Objection!
Okay, my impersonation of Max Payne for this dude is completely off basis to his actual voice, apparently. But then again, this is a Japanese game we're talking about, and apparently everyone's voice is high-pitched. I mean, just take a look at Goku's Japanese voice in Dragon Ball Z. My case stands.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belonged to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints were all over it.
What?
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Pheonix Wright.
Because people can go along just to do that, just to prove something.
Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Awesome sauce. Cold Killer X.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks! My poor hemorrhoids!
What's really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 o'clock we split up. Then, later when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. But I lost my bottle around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
Achoo. Yeah, sorry about the enthusiasm not being there, but whatever. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies.
What's really happened? Okie dokie then. Let's see. The truth is, I went because he called me. Let's press. Bench press. Give me 100 bench presses. Have you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
And this Dolly person is?
My, excuse me. It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart.
What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
He fucking slapped her back.
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder.
What the fuck am I even... Okay. On the top.
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim Doug Swallow.
Perfect. Let's try that again.
Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles. I see.
He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 in that building. Press.
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we're both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist. An alchemist, I see.
I gotta admit, I was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Ho ho, how fascinating. I'm Santa Claus apparently. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for more details.
About pharmacology department.
I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know much about it, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there's a high voltage cables there are high voltage cables everywhere. Cables, whatever.
High voltage cables?
Yeah, there are electrical poles set up around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere.
Now we went around there, we split up.
So what was it you were talking about?
You know, achoo, cough. Yeah, maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out? Again sometime? I wish that were true.
Alright, I have no idea how much I have recorded, so I will take a small break here. I will save it though and record later.
Peace off.